Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lucas and welcome to a Create a Sim video here on the channel. Now, this is like the 5th time I've tried to do this voiceover and it was going so well the last time, but then I got a call and it just disrupted everything and I was like, oh god, why? This was going so well. But yeah, today I'm doing a collab video with SimQueen yet again. We did a build one like a couple days ago on Halloween, I think, and I was a little bit last minute messy with the timing because things cropped up and I was like, you know what, I want to make it up for you and do another collab where I get things out on time, and I did enjoy working with her as well, so like let's do another one. Not a build one this time because again, build is not my forte, but you know what is? Creating Sims. So she's making like a whole save by herself. She's gonna do all the worlds over again and like basically make new townies, you know, new houses, and it's really cool and I really like, you know, what she's doing. So I was like, you know what, would it be cool if I make a family for your world and you can put them in, you can make their house, and it'll be a nice little collaboration. And she was like, yep, sounds cool. So I spent forever sort of rumicating, trying to think of a good family, and eventually I came up with the Dust family. So the concept of the Dust family I had was like, I just had this image in my head of like this sort of old, haggard, sort of like vulture of a lady, like really rich at the top, and she has sort of snobby children and they all despise her, but they really want her family money, so they all gotta suck up to her. And so that's basically the concept. So we have Mavelle the Dust here. She is like the head of the family. She's old, she's sort of like a female Mr. Burns, I'd say. Like, she's very old, very snobby, as you can see by how she looks. She was really fun to make, to get sort of like, you know, that old style of makeup and to make her just look really grumpy and evil. I wanted to look like the sort of the stepmother from Cinderella, like some sort of like Disney villain, you know, like you look at her and you instantly get like bad person. And she has a son called Wilbur Dust, his wife Mamrie Dust, and then they have a daughter called Pixie Dust. And basically John and Wilbur, god, I'm getting this confused now with like other Sims I've made. Wilbur, sorry, and Mamrie, they both despise Mavelda like so hard. They think she is like this wicked witch, but they do want, you know, the family money because she is the oldest, so that means she is like got the key to the family fortune and they really want it badly, so they gotta suck up to her. They are sort of like low-key, maybe in the back of their mind, planning to like trip her down the stairs or something, just to, you know, speed up the process a little bit. You know, maybe suffocate her in her sleep because they want that coin. And they don't get along at all either, Mamrie and Wilbur. They pretty much dislike each other, but they're both sort of banded together to get this family money. So yeah, this is Mavelda. The idea actually like came from the grandchild Pixie Dust. Like, I just had that name in my head and I was thinking like, oh, maybe with the Get Famous coming out soon, she could be like a celebrity, like, you know, like a pop star whose stage name was like Pixie Dust. But then I was like, the word dust, like the connotations, you have like old-fashioned, decrepit, withered, and I was like, ooh, and then that's when Mavelda popped into my head. So now we're doing Wilbur, her son. Just trying to randomize, I'm trying to get a decent looking person. So yeah, they're all snobs, they're all super snobby, super old money, really don't care for anything but money and sort of the dynasty and how they look, I guess, you know, very posh, very self-centered, very conceited. And so now we're on to Wilbur. He is like, I'd say Mamrie wears the trousers in the relationship. Like, Wilbur, he hasn't got much of a backbone, and Mamrie is definitely the one who's sort of going like, you know, maybe things would be best for all of us if we just give a little push down the stairs, you know, maybe one morning, or, you know, just be a man and man up. And Wilbur's, you know, he's a little bit like, well, she's my mother and I don't want to kill anyone. So yeah, basically, when I did this family, I just wanted a really good story to go with them, because so far, SimQueen and like the families I've seen her make for her save, I think are all really interesting and like really different and just, you know, not something that other people do before. Like, she's got an archaeologist, which is really cool and, you know, great for the Jungle Adventure pack, and she's got like drag queen Sims. They're not basic Sims, what I'm trying to say. They're not just like standard boring nuclear families. They all have like really interesting concepts and backstories, and I wanted the same thing. So I thought long and hard about, you know, a really fun story for some Sims, and this is what I came up with. You know, this rich family that all hate each other, but all got to put on a nice, happy, smiley mask, you know, and pretend all is fine and dandy, when really it's not. There's so much underlying tension. Like, no one gets along in the house. You know, Mavelda is like a bat. She just is cruel and snobby, looks down on everyone. And then you have like Wilbur and Mamrie, who are always fighting and arguing. They both hate Mavelda. And poor Pixie, the little granddaughter, just stuck in the middle. Now, Pixie, originally I was thinking like, post making this video, it'd be really cool if like actually she wasn't even Wilbur's daughter. Like, Mamrie cheated on Wilbur and had, you know, a daughter with someone else. But in hindsight, I think I did use the genetics and, you know, have her be Mamrie and Wilbur's child in Create a Sim. So that's not going to work out, but I think it would have been really cool in hindsight if I did that, because it just adds more drama, you know, of like, it's not even his daughter, and in the back of the mind, you probably can kind of sense that. But that's not to say they aren't cheating on each other anyway, like, they probably are. They're probably having loads of affairs, Mamrie and John. No, I keep calling him John. Well, I'm thinking of Jonathan from the Double Life Challenge, that's why, because they're both kind of similar. Like, they both look quite similar, and they both have, like, unhappy marriages, so apologies if I call him John, I do mean Wilbur. You know, they're both sort of basic white guy names, you know, just your standard. So yeah, I want to Mamrie, ooh, her formal win. I did give her, like, this purple dress, but I went back and changed it because I thought it looked a little bit too, like, teenage prom dress. So I did go back and make it a little bit more elegant, a little bit more opulent. So yeah, now it's on to her athletic wear, all a little bit basic and black. I'm really excited to see the house that SimQueen does for them. Like, I'm thinking, obviously, in my mind, like, sort of, you know, old money, vintage, so, you know, old-fashioned manor. She said she wanted to do something, like, quite castle-like, which I'm really excited for, because you don't really get many, like, sort of castle-y builds, and I'm just really, really excited to see what she does. And I'm glad she does like The Sims, because I really like them, and I was really proud of, you know, just coming up with them and how they turned out. I really love how Mavelda turned out, especially. She just looks so cruel and twisted with the sort of, you know, the makeup and the hair and the gown. She's just, like, dripping with opulence, and, oh, now we're on to Pixie. As you can see, she is Wilbur and Mamrie's child, but in hindsight, I think it would have been cool to maybe just not have to be Wilbur's child and be, like, a, you know, an affair baby. Maybe have her, like, blonde or something. So, yeah, here is Pixie Dust. It doesn't take me long to do her, you know, she's a toddler. Doesn't take me out. Oh, and this was all CC free, by the way. Completely CC free. They're on the gallery right now. I didn't do their hot and cold weather outfits because I just don't have seasoned yet, so I don't really have many outfits to work with. So I said, you know what, SimQueen, you can do the hot and cold outfits. They're up to you. So I'm going to sign off now because I think we're getting towards the end. If you've enjoyed today's video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Twitter link down below. Oh, feel free to check out SimQueen's build video. It's not out yet, but once it is, I'll link it down below. Feel free to watch it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.